welcome back to my channel where we talk all things beauty, image and entrepreneurship. Welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed, please do click on the red subscribe button right here on the side and join my beautiful family where we learn much about the beauty industry and everything basically you need to know about being in the beauty industry. I know it's been a while and I'm just gonna let you guys know in the video where I've been and what I've been up to. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much, and thank you so much for 3k subs. Damn, it's been a minute, chat. Actually, it hasn't even been a minute, it's been years and years and years, and I absolutely apologize. But let's get right into the video so that I'll let you know where I've been and that we discuss the topic at hand, which is starting in eyelash business in 2022 in South Africa. So because I have notes on my phone and I don't want to miss anything important, so kicking off this video, I just want to give you a life update. So I've been off of YouTube for various reasons. One, I was focusing more on my business, like my beauty business. It really grew from the last video I took. So, and I think even on that last video I was struggling with like time management. I think that has been my biggest issue since the year started. How do I find time to do everything that I have to do in my life without compromising one thing or the other? That has been like a huge challenge. So that's one reason why I have been off of YouTube. The second reason why I've been off of YouTube, I just felt demotivated. One, and the reason for me to be demotivated was because I kind of was struggling to interpret the vision that I had for my channel. So most of the time I was working on like the plan, which direction I wanted my YouTube to take. Third reason was, do I really need a YouTube channel in 2022? Is it viable? Should I move to TikTok and focus on TikTok or Instagram? So that has been also the challenge that I've been having. To be honest, the biggest reason was mainly time management. My business grew so much, and we'll get right into that. It grew so, I just couldn't find time. When I had time, I was just completely out of it. I wanted to rest, and I was trying to find a way to incorporate this YouTube channel into my daily life because I am passionate about business and I'm passionate about sharing my business journey with you guys. So yesterday I went through my YouTube studio, and I saw the comments and I saw the growth, and I felt very, very motivated. So I decided that, you know what, I'm going to sit down and I'm getting back to it, and it's one of my goals for this year. So I really need to ace this, because child motivation is not a feeling, it is a choice. Now, so the topic is starting an eyelash business in 2022. Let's get cracking. Now, the last time I think I did a video on starting a beauty business, whether you're doing nails, but I did focus on nails. I think there's a specific video I did focusing on nails, and on this one I am focusing on starting an eyelash business specifically, which I also decided to niche. I was doing nails, lashes, makeup, pedicures and manicures, and during COVID I decided to scale a lot of services down because one, they were not performing. Two, I just hated some of the services like pedicures. I just could not stand them. So I made a decision last year was 2021, right? Last year I decided to, in the beauty industry there's always something new and you need to move with the wave. So last year I took a decision to start my eyelash business, or to add eyelashes. Yes, I was doing lashes, but I was doing like the old school lashes, and then there were these individual lashes, and then I started buying stock for those individual lashes and I started lashing, and then so the service did scale. It really did scale around October, November, December. Those were like my peak months. It really took off in the craziest way. So I then decided to niche and focus only on the lashes. I will put a video on the screen so that I show you the kind of lashes that I do. I did decide then to niche and just focus on strictly lashes and color creams and other services, because lashes are what is giving me more money right now, and that is the reason why I decided to niche. So that's one of the reasons why I have been off of YouTube. So now if you are someone that's wanting to start a lash business, I highly encourage, because lashes are what is popping right now in the beauty industry. You know what, lashes are really worth it because you are just always half ready. You don't have to take time getting ready, even on days when you don't want to look I'm sorry, even on days when you don't want to wear a lot of makeup. If you have lashes on, you are just ready to go. So I do have a few tips right here on how to start your eyelash business in 2022. Is it viable? Definitely it is very much viable. Now the first tip is it's passion and perfection. You need to be very passionate about lashes if you're someone who's planning to start an eyelash business, because they need so much patience, literally going through the lashes one by one and placing. That takes a lot of patience, which equals to perfection. So your work really needs to be perfect. I will put a video of my work so that you see what I'm talking about, because if you are passionate, then you're going to make sure that your work is as perfect as can be. And if your work is perfect, then you will get more business, because you will get client referral, which is also one of my biggest ways of how I get my clients. If your work is perfect, definitely that client is going to come back, even with one extra client or 2 or 3 or 4. So that's one free way of marketing your business. You need to have a passion and your work needs to be perfect. That is tip 1. Tip number 2, social media marketing over location. Old school marketing, when you opened a business, specifically a beauty business, you needed to be at a very competitive location, either at a busy corner or in a busy shopping center or shopping complex. But today, a world post-COVID, you really do not need to stress about location, which with me was a bit of a challenge when I started my business, because I did start my business before COVID, and I think location was one of the things that stressed me a lot in terms of marketing, because my business is not at a very accessible location like a main road or a shopping center. So before COVID, location was a factor, but opening a business in 2022 post COVID, you really do not even need to worry about location, because there is social media. 100% of my clients, I'm not even lying to you, every one of my clients I got through social media, minus referrals. Social media, plainly, I have my business on Google. I make sure that it is ranking high. If you want a separate video on that, let me know in the comment section and I will do so. So I have my business on Google, I have my business on TikTok, I have my business on Instagram, I have my business on Facebook. What other app? I think those are the major social media platforms, right? And a bit on Twitter. I don't have like a designated business page on Twitter, but I do post on my personal page on Twitter some of my work, and I do get retweets. You know how the game goes. Easy corner, if you want to start your business from home, you definitely can, because social media is your best friend. So you just focus on that. If you do want, obviously, to get a place at the mall or anywhere like that, you are more than welcome, my darling. But if you don't have the resources for that, you don't have to worry, because social media is your friend. So your startup capital for lashes, excluding training, should be around 7 to 10k. This includes your tools, equipment, and inventory, which is stock. And the reason it goes up to that is because you need equipment to work. One, you need a massage bed. That is what I used, and they go for about 5k or so. But if you have an alternative, it can be way less. To be honest, it can be way less than 10k. It can be around 5k, your startup, excluding training. Fortunately for me, I didn't get trained for these lashes because I had training before with the old lashes. So with these ones, it was really a miracle. To be quite honest, other things you cannot explain. They are only an act of God, because child, I mean, for the level and the quality of lashes I produce, you know, to not have had formal training is just crazy. But yeah, it is what it is. So excluding training, you would need about 7 to 10k or less. So the reason it goes up to that is because you would need a massage table, as I have explained. If you do have an alternative, it can be way less than that. I will try to insert some videos of the products that you might need and equipment that you might need, and you know, ways that you can work around. Maybe you have an old couch at home that can be comfortable for your clients, and comfortable for your back to be able to work. Then you can use that until your business makes enough money for you to buy proper equipment and tools. But if you do have the money, it should be around 10k max. And then obviously the other thing that you need to consider is your space to work from. You really do need a comfortable designated space for eyelashes, because one thing about lashes, your clients need to be comfortable, because they need to sleep, they need to lay down. So they really need to be comfortable so that you also work comfortably. Number one, you need to consider your posture, because your back plays a very huge role. Your eyes play a very huge role. You'll probably be lashing. I take 1 hour 30 minutes now. I used to take 2 hours to lash one person, but now it has gone down by an hour to 1 hour 30 minutes, depending on my hand speed on that day. So you need to consider the space you want to work from. If you decide to work from home, you need to have a separate room designated for lashing only. I wouldn't recommend you to mix it with anything else, because your clients really need to be comfortable. Because if someone is basically sleeping for like 2 hours, they really need to be in a comfortable environment. You know, the ambience needs to give, the scent, the whole experience.